All right, so in this video, we're going to clean up our data from Google Sheets that we downloaded locally to our computer and Microsoft Excel so that we can import it into Autodesk Inventor. So I'm going to open up Microsoft Excel, and I'm going to make a blank workbook. And I'm going to enlarge the screen here. We're going to go File, Open, and then Browse. Now, I downloaded this to my download folder originally, and you're going to see an Excel spreadsheet here, but this is actually something old for me. So to find your file that we downloaded, instead of choosing all Excel files here, you have to do all files. All right, so there is your Airfoil file there. You're going to click Open. A wizard's going to pop up. You're going to hit Next to begin with, and then you have to select space here. If you don't select space, it's not going to break these columns into 4 separate columns, and then select Finish. All right, so all we're interested in is the data in columns A and B. So I'm going to delete all these other columns here. Just delete, don't need those. And I'm going to rename the column B Y here for a header here. All right, so, and I got some other weird things going on down here. I'm not sure if you'll have these or not, but I'm going to get rid of these. I don't even know where these came from. I must have pasted those in by accident earlier. All right, so these guys are our geometry of our airfoil, but they are at a different scale than what we want to work with. We want them to match the scale of our chord length, and so we need to multiply by 4. So I'm going to rename cell CX, and I'll just do times 4, and then cell D Y times 4. And I'm going to take this, and this is the power of the spreadsheet. So I can equal sign here, and I can click on cell A2, and then Shift 8 for the times 4. That does the math for me. I can go here and cell D2 and say this is equal to cell B2 times 4. And so it adjusts the scale of this by a multiple of 4. To speed this up, I can highlight these, drag this little box here on the corner all the way down here, and it does all the math for me. These are the values I want, but I need them in a separate spreadsheet. So I'm going to copy these, and then I'm going to make a new blank workbook, and I'm going to right click on A1 and paste just the values in. If you try to paste it by doing Control V, I'll show you what this looks like. You're going to get a hashtag reference exclamation mark, and that's because it can't find the numbers to do the math on these cells. So instead, what we have to do is just paste in the values. So we'll go to cell A1, right click, and then select here values. All right, so this is the what we want in Excel to be able to import an Autodesk Inventor. So now we're just going to save this, and we're gonna save as, let's see here, file, save as, and we can save this to our downloads folder or your documents folder or your desktop. I'm gonna save it to my desktop just because it's more accessible there. And this, I'm going to call it Airfoil 2 because this is the second one that I've created, and hit save there. And so there it is. There's my spreadsheet. It's in a file. It's how I want it. It's to scale. That's what I need to be able to put this into Autodesk Inventor, which we'll cover in the next step.